Hey lovelies, welcome back to Kananiverse. On today's video, we are going to be doing a makeup tutorial on the new Little Mermaid collection that just dropped at Ulta Beauty, and I'm so excited to do this makeup tutorial with you. So let's get started. Here is my makeup bag. So we're going to first start off with priming our face. We are going to use the Hourglass primer today. So we're just gonna get a little bit, and a little bit goes a long way. So we're gonna grab it and we're just gonna rub it around our face and then just basically put the primer all over and make sure you get every side of your face, on your top of your eyelids, and like that, in the middle, forehead. And there you have it. We primed our face and we're ready to get our foundation started. Before we do our foundation, we are gonna just brighten our eyes with the Rare Beauty Positive Light eye brightener. And then for the concealer today, we're gonna use our NARS in the shade Medium Custard. And let's go ahead and brighten our under eyes. So this product is really pigmented, so you just need a little bit because you just want to brighten your eyes. So I just do basically 2 dabs of the brightener. So this is not just a concealer. A lot of people get this like really mixed up with it being a concealer. You do need to put a concealer over the eye brightener, so that's why like sometimes a lot of girls get really confused with the eye brightener. It's just a eye brightener, and so we're just gonna let that kind of sit in our face, and then we are gonna grab our concealer brush. We're just gonna use the end of this. So I have the e.l.f. complexion dual brush. I really love this brush. This side is for foundation and this side is for concealer. So basically we're gonna rub that in, the product in, like so. Next, we're gonna go in with our NARS concealer. You basically just need a little bit, so we're just gonna make a dab here, dab there, like that, and we should be good. And if you have any, imperfections, I usually get like a little red right here, so we're just gonna dab that right here. And I have a little bit imperfections right there, so I just use a little bit. Again, a little bit goes a long way, so we're just gonna rub in the product like so. And then as soon as we do our foundation, we are going to mix that in. Don't worry, it will look better as we go along. For our foundation, we're gonna be using a little Wet n Wild beauty blender. We're gonna prep it with our Rare Beauty setting spray. We're gonna just spritz it a little bit like that. And then we are gonna be going in with our Rare Beauty foundation. This is our holy grail. As always, I'm in the shade 250W. So what I do is I shake it just to make sure that I get all the product in. And I don't rub it on my face. I basically just make little dabs because this is not a full coverage foundation. So it is going to blend in with your natural skin. So it is basically your skin, but better. So we're just gonna make little dots as you can see here, like that. And then we should be good. And then make sure you get under your chin as well, right here. And then we're going to go ahead and blend it all in. Okay, we're gonna take our beauty blender and then we're gonna start dabbing it in. You can use a beauty blender or a brush, just your preference. So basically I'm just gonna pat the foundation in. And I wet my beauty blender just to give it a better matte consistency. I like wetting my beauty blender. And I also like using a brush. I usually use, like I said, I usually use this brush, but today we are just going to use a beauty blender today and see how my makeup comes out today. So as you can see, I'm just patting it in, blending it in with my skin. And this shade is like my perfect shade. And what I like about the Rare Beauty foundation is it doesn't smell, it doesn't have a smell to it, like a toxic smell. Like usually foundations usually have like a type of smell to them, but this foundation does not, and that's the reason why I kind of love this product. I love it so much. Like Rare Beauty is my go-to. She's my holy grail. I love everything basically Rare Beauty. It's a really great brand, basically. So we're gonna get under our eyes. And then don't worry, we are gonna set everything. We're gonna go in with our Rare Beauty light medium powder, and we're just gonna set everything in. I usually just basically put the powder, I pour it into the lid, and then I grab like a brush just to go over the powder, and then I would just basically set everything in basically after I'm done with the foundation. So we put powder over it, so like that. Forehead. And this is like my perfect shade color powder. I usually use the Rare Beauty powder, and I love it. It goes on smoothly. I just love how it feels on my skin. It's very like, and there's no smell to it. Again, it's not like a toxic smell. I just love the way it just feels like butter like smooth on my face, basically. Like that. And we are gonna do the blush last because I usually just do my blush last, and that's how I do it. But we're gonna get started on the eyeshadow. Okay, let's go ahead and start with this lovely, beautiful Little Mermaid palette. We are gonna be going in with, so we're gonna try to find a base color. I'm wearing like a peach coral shirt, so I want to kind of match my shirt. So we'll probably use there's not really a base. Maybe this shade would be a nice base. Before we get started with our eyeshadow, I almost forgot. This is the eyeshadow primer I use by Rare Beauty. It is literally my holy grail. Before I always do my eyeshadow, I always do like a base eyeshadow primer. So basically, I just go in and rub it on my eyelid like so, like that, and basically I go over my eyelid, and then I would just rub it in with my ring finger. And I just want to make sure that I'm like prepping my eyes for a beautiful eyeshadow. So I totally almost forgot to do that part, and that's the most that's important part of my makeup, that I always have to do like an eyeshadow base or like a primer before, so it makes sure that your eyeshadow will stay on and it will be more vibrant. It goes with any eyeshadow, so it like makes a pop on your eyes. So yes, I just rub it in with my ring finger. I don't use a brush because that's just how I do my makeup, but I don't use a brush for this step here. So I just rub it in and let it sit like that. Okay, perfect. And then let's do our eyeshadow. We are gonna go in with this color right here, and we're gonna start putting that in our eyelid like that. We're just gonna rub it in. Give it a little bit of a base shade. It's a bit of a dark base shade, but it's okay because we want to kind of like do our eyes a little bit like peachy, because I have like a coral peach tank top on, so I kind of want to, you know, match my shirt. So we're gonna go in with that, and we're just gonna rub it in. that. This is such a pretty color. I see that it's very matte, so it dries matte. It's very creamy too. I want to see how pigmented the glitter shimmer part is, so we're gonna go ahead. Let's go in with, on top of our eyelid, we're gonna use the next one, which is gonna be Trident. So let's see how that looks on our eyes. If not, then we can apply more metallic. We're gonna try to use the metallic as well. So put that on top of our eyelid like so. Okay, so you can't really see it, so it's kind of blending in with the shade that we used before. So we're gonna have to kind of mix it like that. Okay. So we're gonna just blend out the product. I'm gonna use like this little blending brush. So we're gonna kind of blend out like the outer part of our eye like that. We're gonna take our metallic eyeshadow in the shade Snarf Black. So we're just going to rub it in on our eyelid like that. Ooh, that's so pretty, like in the middle. And we're just gonna blend it in with our eyeshadow brush just to give it a pretty like metallic look. Ooh, that is so pretty. So I'm gonna kind of blend it in a little bit. Ooh, that's so pretty. I want to put like a little iridescent color, so I'm probably gonna put like a shade in the middle. I want to kind of go in a darker shade on the outer side, so I'm gonna probably use the Sea Witch right here. So we're gonna just dab it in here and hopefully it turns out okay. But we're gonna try to do the outer side like that, just to give it a little bit more depth, like so. And then I should probably use Eel. So let's see. We're going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade. It's going to be in the shade Eel right here. And we're just going to darken our outer corners. We're going to use another brush. We'll use like a slanted brush. And we're just going to go into like our little shade right here for our outer corner. Like that. Ooh. Let's give it a depth. I think this is like Flotsam and Jetsam color, I think, because it says Eel on it. And the other color I used was Ursula's color, Sea Witch. Oof. We're gonna have to blend more on this eye. Okay, after we have blended it out, now we're gonna go in with our finger and we're gonna go in, tap into Seashell, and it is a beautiful color, and we're just gonna put a pop of color in the middle. So I give it a little halo effect here, just to put some silver. Now I feel like my makeup ended up becoming like Ursula. I feel like, okay, so the eyeliner I'm going to be using today is the Wet n Wild waterproof liquid eyeliner. So I just basically, this is like the most, like I have to hold my breath, but basically I start from the inner corners right here. It's going to be really hard to do it on camera. Like that. And then I kind of trace my eye right here and I go out like that. Whew! I'm trying to do as fast as I can. And then I just really be careful because I usually poke my eye a lot. So I'm going to do it to the other side like this. And then I just wing it outward like that. We have to hold our breath like we're going under the sea. Okay. Okay. So I kind of grab my eyeliner like this to try to like slant it up, but it is very, very hard to do eyeliner, guys. Okay, after I literally done my eyeliner, now it's time to get to the lashes. So we're gonna be using my LA Girl lashes. So I usually just keep my lashes in like my little lashes case. So I basically get the lash and I use the duo glue in the color black. I like using the black one just because it is easier to for me. I know a lot of other girls, they use like a white, but both is good. I used both before, so it's fine. So I basically just put on the glue on my lash and I just let it get like tacky. Just letting it dry a little bit. My eyelashes is like messed up. Come here, little eyelash. It's like, it's stuck. I use really fluffy eyelashes, so if you guys don't like fluffy eyelashes, you could just use regular ones. It's okay. Like I like mine's really big and vibrant, so I usually just, that's what I go for. So I grab the eyelash and I just kind of just put it on. I kind of bend it so it's not, and I got glue on my finger. Okay, and I put it close to the eyelash, my eyelid as possible. I don't do my eyelashes on camera, so this is why it's so harder for me. But we're gonna go ahead and try it. So I think I put it backwards. Did I put it backwards? Ah, I put it backwards. So I just kind of fix it. I don't use any tweezers. I don't know if that's bad, but I don't use any tweezers. And then I just grab the next eyelash and I put it on. I got glue on my finger. And then I just make sure it gets tacky and it dries. Okay. And then, again, I just do the same process. These are like really fluffy. And I blow it a little bit. Okay, and then I just do the same process and I try my best. Now we're gonna get to the blush. So today we don't have any Little Mermaid blush, so we're just gonna be using the Rare Beauty blush in this shade Grace. So again, you have to be careful with this blush because a little goes a long way. So we're just gonna just barely tap like this into our, like that, and then like a little dab on our nose because I like to blush my nose. And then we're gonna grab a brush and we're just going to just blend it in. You guys can use a brush or a beauty blender, up to you, but this blush is so pigmented, so you have to be really, really, really careful because again, a little goes a long way. So I just want to just basically blush my cheeks, and I just do that face. And for the highlighter, I'm actually going to use the liquid eyeshadow in the shade Dingle Hopper, and I'm just gonna dab it very lightly like that, and then because it's a pretty highlighter, I like it. Oops, just dots, and then I just rub it in. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, so if you guys wanted to know the plumper I have on my lips right now, it is the What the Fake from Essence. It's a plumping lip filler with chili extract. So that's the plumper I have on my lips right now. So we're gonna actually outline our lips with it is not a Little Mermaid lip liner, but it is from Resluces from Becky G, and it is in the color Rojo Azul. So it is the Draw the Lina. So I want to use this color. So and then for the shade for the lip stain, we're going to use the Sea Treasure. So what I do for my lip liner is I just basically, right here, I start from the bottom and I just trace it like that. And then I go on the top. Like that, and then I go like that right here. Like that. We're gonna put our lip stain on, and we are gonna be using Sea Treasure again. And then we're just gonna go over it like that. Ooh. This is like a refreshing lip stain. It doesn't taste like anything, but it has a lot of shine to it. So I really love the shine on this. You don't even need lip gloss. It gives you that shine already, you know, right here. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. And it doesn't feel sticky. It gives you like a watery base on your lips, but it should dry off on your lips. So that way it is a long wear lip stain. And you know how Sebastian says in the movie, he's like, pucker your lips like this. That's literally like my favorite part. So I just, there you go, and you're all done. This is the finished look. And if you like, you can always add the pearls. Today I'm not going to add the pearls, but you can add the pearls just to give it a pearly look to it, just to give it like a sea look. But this is the finished look. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did like this video, please give this video a very big thumbs up and subscribe down below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening or morning, wherever you are. But I hope you have a great day. Bye, my little lovelies.